The original video is linked in the description down below. Enjoy.
Okay.
Off you go, little man.
And you don't need to be aggressive.
I can
like
be.
that.
I'm not aggressive. Welcome to film here as well, aren't I, Sergeant?
No.
Alright then, so in this video what you're going to see is an auditor go on a police car park which is not clearly labelled, no public access, and then once he leaves, after being told to leave, you will see the police give directives, because I love give directives. Let's just get into it.
Hello.
Hello, you alright?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. What you after?
I'm not after anything.
Sorry?
I'm not after anything.
Yeah, but you filming.
Yeah.
But this is a private property. You can stand out there filming.
Oh,
But I don't
okay.
think you can come into a private property and film me.
I was
You
under
can-
the impression this was public access.
No, well, that's till that side.
Okay.
And
Where does the public access stop?
Sorry?
Where
No,
do-
you cross that bit now.
Where is it though?
Yeah, there. As soon as you pass this gate, you know where that car is? As soon as you come this side is
There is no gate there. What are you talking
No,
about?
I'm pointing you this black gate.
Right.
I said then, you see that car
Okay,
there?
hang on. Let's go over there then.
Yeah.
Where does it say that? That's what I'm interested to know.
So at this point, the security is going to hopefully go and show him where it is, and the auditor is going to go and have a look. But the auditor didn't come in through that gate. This is where the problem starts.
I'm talking about there. When you pass there, it's no more public. You can use the gate to go out.
But, okay,
Yeah.
where
but, but as soon as you come this side,
there's no signage there, is there?
yeah, true.
Yeah.
But as soon as you come this side, it's no more a public access.
Well, the public can access this though, can't they?
Sorry?
The public can access this.
Because there is no fence.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to understand where the boundary is.
I just point to you.
Yeah, but you can point anywhere, couldn't you? There is no boundary there.
But I know where the boundary is. That's what I'm explaining
Well,
to
you
you.
say. So who are you anyway?
Sorry?
Who
I'm
are you?
security.
Okay. That's your SIA license. Is
Yeah.
it? Good stuff. Good stuff. Is it in date?
Of course you need it.
When does it expire?
I'm gonna let you film me. I know what you're trying to
I
do.
already have, so there's no
Yeah,
point,
yeah, yeah.
There's no point covering it up now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm literally trying to understand where the boundary is. That's all.
Like I've explained to you, sir.
Yeah.
You're allowed to film.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you come to a private property, it's different.
Okay, but this is publicly accessible land.
Because there is no fence, like you said.
Yeah.
Because there is a public access still somewhere.
Yeah.
You can use the gate and go out, which is
Yeah.
allowed.
Right.
But as soon as you cross here, that's
Well,
what I'm telling you.
I haven't crossed there. I came in I came in there from the road.
Was you not standing there? Was you standing there, right?
But I didn't come in from there. That's what you.
No, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Soon you cross this bit, you go this side.
But I haven't crossed that bit.
Yeah, but what did you stand earlier on?
I didn't cross there. That's what I'm saying. You're telling me I crossed there, but I didn't.
Earlier on, what did I change? You not there?
Say again.
Sorry,
Say again.
I said, what did I change? Was it not there?
I can't. If you turn your head, I can't hear what you're saying.
I said, what did I change earlier? It's not there.
I can't hear when you turn your head. I can't hear what you're saying. If you turn away, I can't hear what you're saying.
I said,
Yeah.
earlier on.
You're still turning your head and
Yeah,
talking.
because you're trying to film me. That's what you're trying to do, but you can hear
But if
me.
you want me to hear what you're saying,
That's what
you
I
need to
said.
talk to me and don't talk to the garages over there.
No,
That's
no,
what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying
Okay.
you was there.
All right. Whatever.
So at this point, he's going to go back to where it's publicly accessible, where he has been told where the boundary is. But there's no visible signs or physical boundaries to stop you from accessing that point where he's at right now. The security is radioing for police officers to come and assist him in removing him from the private car park, even though he's heading away from the private car park.
Premier Inn.
police officers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he works at the police
Sorry,
station
stay
here.
back a little bit. Thank you.
Okay, that's
What's
fine.
your shoulder number, sir?
I don't have a shoulder number because I'm a detective over here. Well,
Sorry, you're a detective and you
I
don't
am.
have a shoulder number.
no, we don't. Shoulder numbers are for uniformed
Right.
officers. It's
Well,
nice
sorry,
to be able to
what's your
identify
warrant
them
number
into...
then? How can I know that you're in plain clothes? I don't know who you are.
Yes, no, so I just showed you my warrant card, you see. That
But
gives
my
you
eyesight's not
identification of
great.
who I
I
am.
can't see that.
Okay, we can sit close up.
My eyesight isn't. No, I can't see it.
You can't
I've
see
got
it
my
close
glasses.
up?
So what's your
Okay.
name?
It's P226406 is my warrant number.
There you go. That's not too difficult, was
Oh,
it?
that's fine.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd just have a chat with you.
Sorry,
It's not a shoulder number.
but it's a warrant number.
Yeah.
It's a means of identification. That's
That's
all.
right.
That's
Yeah,
what
so
I
I
mean.
thought I'd have a chat with
Yeah.
you because you're in our private car park here,
Yeah.
where we keep our vehicles.
Uh-huh.
You're walking around and you're filming on
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Obviously, that raises concerns to us as police officers about the
Just a
private
second.
cars
Who
here.
are you, sir?
My name's Declan Goddard.
Okay.
I'm a detective.
Do you have a shoulder number or warrant number?
Yeah,
That's
197346.
okay. If you're in plain clothes, you need 3 forms of identification. Am I right?
No.
You don't.
No.
You got your warrant card. You told me you are. That's good. Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right. So what are your concerns?
Why are you here and what are you doing?
Well, I'm making a film. Is what I'm doing
Okay. What are you making a film about?
about the police.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of material are you looking for in that film?
Well, whatever I can find, really.
What's your name?
What's my name?
Yeah.
I don't give my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is
So,
that?
But I don't. I'm not obliged to, am I?
No, you don't have to.
No.
But I'm asking you. You've got our names, and we're just.
Yeah, well,
asking
you are
yours.
obliged to, and I'm not. So
Okay.
that's why I
So you're
prefer
not going
to.
to give me your name.
I prefer to remain anonymous. if that's
Okay.
okay
So
with you.
what's your video about?
Did you just hear me answering this officer here?
Okay. Just tell me then. Just
Well, did you not hear what I said to him?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay. What did you ask me?
asked you what your material, what your CCTV or your imagery is going to be focused.
So at this point, they're just going to go around and around and around and around in a big circle to try and get his information, to figure out what he's doing. And it's pretty simple what he's doing. And these officers are then going to start dishing out directives.
Material of your, video is
And would you like to repeat my answer to your colleague who seems to be hard of hearing?
No, not really. I think he's heard it. So,
So you have heard it. So there's no need for me to repeat myself, is there?
so tell me then, what is your video about? Or your
Did you not hear me the first time?
Well, I asked you the question.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about something else. And then you started asking him about what I'd asked you. We started going around in a circle.
We are,
We're
aren't
not
we?
getting
Going
very
around
far.
circles.
So back to my original question.
Yeah.
What's your video and your media going to be about
Okay.
within the police?
Can I have your details first of all?
You've got my details.
No, I mean,
because
wait, what's
gave
your
them to
address?
you. I'm not going to give you my personal
Why not?
address, am I?
Why not?
Well, I'm not obliged to, and I know what you're going to say. You're not obliged to tell me.
Okay.
However,
So are we finished?
you are in a private car park.
No, I'm not.
Here. This is a private area.
This is-
parking for the police vehicle.
This is not a private area.
You've been walking around in here.
I
in this
have.
car park area.
I didn't realise it was
I've seen you
private.
coming across.
I didn't
And
realise
like
it was
said to
private.
you,
Can I
as a
speak?
police officer, I'm still talking.
Okay, I'm obliged.
You
I
talk over
can
me.
talk over you if I want to.
So, and I can talk over you, but we're not going to get very far, is we?
Well,
As-
no,
as
okay,
respectful people
Yeah.
in a two-way conversation.
Yeah.
If I talk to you
Yeah.
and you're
Blah, blah,
talking
blah.
over me,
Mhm.
then you're
But
not
like you've
listening.
been
I'm
talking
not
over me as
listening,
well, though.
and we're not going to get very
We're
far.
not getting
are
very
we?
far, are we? So,
So,
so
you're in
not
a
obliged to
private
give me
car
your
park.
details. Don't surround me, please. Stay your distance.
You're in a private car
I'm not in a private car park.
You were in a private car park.
I didn't realise it was private, and when the security guard asked me to leave the private car park, that's exactly what I've done.
Okay.
So there isn't an issue, is there, officer?
There is a concern,
What's
as
the
I said
concern?
to you initially.
What's the concern?
Well, what did I tell you was a concern when I first stopped and spoke to you? and
I can't
identified
remember. Would you
myself?
like to repeat?
The concern is this is a private police area
Yeah.
where we keep vehicles
Yeah.
that are used within policing.
Right. And,
And you're here
is it a
with
secure
imagery.
area?
Yes, I'd say it's fairly
It
secure.
doesn't look very secure to me because this is
you've got-
public access and I walk straight in there without being challenged, no barriers, no signage.
Why you've been challenged?
I have been challenged, and when I was challenged and advised it was a private car park, I left because I didn't realise it was a private car park.
Okay.
All right, so does that allay your concerns, officer?
Not really, no.
Not really.
No.
What other concerns might you have?
Well, really about your imagery and why it is you'd be here videoing stuff
Well,
within an
I've
area
already explained
you
that
can see as
several times.
a police car park.
Yeah.
So that bit's what's concerning me, right? Why is he here recording? Because he can be for a start. Secondly, you're saying within a police car park, which is quite obvious to see it's a police car park. but there's nothing to say that it's not publicly accessible and the public should not be there. So that's a bit of a concern. It's not very hard, is it, to put no public access signs on one of them posts you've got there, considering there's about 12.
I've told you what the film's about, haven't I?
No, you haven't.
You haven't really explained it properly.
You said you're not obliged
Are
to.
you dense? How many times have I
No.
told you what the film's
No,
about?
you
You
haven't.
haven't really.
I've told you I'm making a film about the police.
Yes.
Right.
What,
And
What
please?
part of that
And
don't
what
you
about the
understand?
police?
Why do you have to go to a car park for that?
Because there are police cars there, and there's an unmarked BMW there, which I found really interesting to video. I'm making the film about the police,
Okay.
and it's police related. I thought it'd make good footage. And then when I was advised by that guy there that I'm on private land,
So what are you going to use
I've left. That's
the
none of your
private the
business, is
vehicles
it?
that are unmarked for? What's your objective there?
To make a film about the police.
Okay.
So, are we done?
I think we're done at the point where you move away from this private car park
I think
and don't film anything else
Okay.
within this car park.
Am I detained?
You're not detained.
So
no.
I'm free to go.
You are, yes.
So I'm free to stay as well.
No, you're not free to stay within the confines.
I'm
of
not
this
in the
private
confines
area.
of the private area. I'm on public land.
So you're okay just here, aren't you?
Yeah.
The minute you start going over there.
Have
you're
I
not.
said I'm going back on there? Did I say to you, as soon as I was challenged and told that was a private car park, I left?
Look, I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what you intend to do. I'm asking you questions.
You do know what I
You're
intend to
being
do
passively
because
aggressive
I've told
towards
you
us and
several
refusing
times.
To give us any
But I
information.
think you're being a bit dense, officer. Because
That's
I've
just
expl-
disrespectful.
I
isn't
don't
it?
care if it's disrespectful or you think it is. I've told you what I'm doing several times. I'm going about my lawful business. I would appreciate if I was left to go about my lawful business. I've answered your questions. Now you can do one.
Well, I'm not going to do one. I'm
Okay.
going to ask you to be respectful, as
can
I have
ask
been
me.
to you.
Yeah.
And
You-
And that there should have been the end of that interaction, but the minute he said do one, this officer's ego got a bit hare and now he's not
But
going
with-
to.
With respect, or with great disrespect, actually, you keep asking me the same question. That's a bit disrespectful when I've given you answers to your questions.
well, the answer
And you're
you've given
interrupting me
aren't
doing what I
really-
came here to do, which is make a film. So I would appreciate it if you leave me alone now and go about your business. I'm not interrupting you doing that.
If you go back within this private car
Oh, I've
park,
told you I'm not going back there.
there are going to be
Yeah, and
issues.
if I go to Tesco's and nick a block of cheese, I'll be committing a crime, won't I?
Yes.
Yeah, or if I get behind the wheel of a car drunk, I'll be committing a crime. I don't need
Then
your advice.
I'm
not-
glad you understand that.
I'm glad you feel you need to give me advice. But you don't need to give me advice. I don't need your advice. I don't want your advice. You can jog on now. No?
It's really shameful
Is
that you
it?
take this approach towards police.
It's really annoying
Because
that I'm trying to make
I'm
a
not
film.
being
You're talking over me
disrespectful
again.
towards you
You're talking
at
over me
all.
again.
I hadn't
You're
finished what I was
talking over
saying
me
before
again.
you
You're
started
talking over
talking.
me again. It's really shameful that you think you can interrupt me making a film in public, which I'm perfectly entitled to do.
We're in a private area, and that's where you got stopped.
Are we going there again?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Yeah, and what
That's what
happened when I was challenged in a private area? There's nothing to say that's a private area. Where does it say it? Where
Okay.
does it say? Show
Well,
me.
We've told you that it is.
Show me.
We've told you. That
Show me where it says.
Well-
Can you understand why?
Well, you're standing here
Well,
as well as
I'm
I am.
talking. I'm talking.
You're
I'm
standing
talking.
here as
I'm
well as I
talking.
am.
I'm talking.
We've
I'm
told you.
talking.
You know
I'm
it is now,
talking.
don't you?
I'm talking. I'm talking. I've accessed this road from the street, publicly accessible. I've got to this point. There is no signage whatsoever, and I'll be glad if you could point that out to me where the signage is or the barrier that says I cannot continue walking as far as I like. Where does it say that? How am I supposed to know that? I'm not a mind reader. When your security guy challenged me, told me that was a private area, and asked me to leave, that's exactly what I did.
well, you know
so I
now.
don't know what. Fucking, you're a bit of a patronising twat, aren't you?
I think you're the one that's being aggressive.
Really?
I'm not being aggressive
No,
towards you.
I'm being assertive. Don't
Well, I would
don't
say
mistake assertion for aggression,
I would
please,
say
because
that
that's
I would
dangerous.
say your language.
That's
You're
very
pushing
dangerous. Well, you're irritating
You're,
me.
you're pushing a
irritating.
camera in.
So when the police are assertive, it's being assertive and not aggression. But when a member of the public does the exact same thing back to the police, it's aggression and not assertion. Showing assertion. How double standards is that?
My face.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm at arm's length.
Well,
Look at that.
look.
That's not in your
You're
face.
filming me. I don't want you to film me.
You don't come up to me then in a public place when I'm holding a camera.
You've only just moved out of this area.
I'm in a
okay?
public
Right,
place. If you
okay.
don't want to be filmed,
You know-
jog on.
You know.
Jog on.
You know
Jog
this is not-
on.
public area.
Jog on.
You're not
Jog
allowed
on.
to go there.
Get in the bin.
That is why
Foxtrot Oscar.
there is security staff there, and that's
Off
why
you go.
you've been asked
Jog.
to leave it. Okay?
Off you go, little man.
And you don't need to be aggressive.
I can
like
be.
that.
I'm not aggressive. I'm assertive. Don't mistake the
Okay,
two.
well-
And don't use words like aggression, because that's a very dangerous word
Well,
to use.
It's plain to see in here.
Is
okay?
it?
So we'll leave it at that.
More than welcome to film over there.
Thank you, Sergeant.
You just can't film in the car park.
Thank you, Sergeant. I'm more
Okay.
than welcome to film here as well, aren't I, Sergeant?
No,
Why not, Sergeant?
it's restricted access.
Is it, Sergeant?
Yes.
This is public access, I believe, Sergeant.
No, no, no. Up to this point, it's
Yeah.
part of Marlow House.
Up to this point, it's publicly accessible.
It is publicly accessible.
I'm allowed to film in public accessible areas, am I not, Sergeant?
But we're requesting that you don't.
You're requesting. I politely
See?
decline your request, Sergeant.
Okay, fine. You're going to not go any further than this point here. Then,
Thank
no?
you, Sergeant. I think we've established that over the
Okay,
course of the
perfect.
last 15 minutes. Get in the bin. Foxtrot Oscar, the lot of you. Bye. Yeah, whatever. Jog on, you're dismissed.
Take care.
And you. Bye.
So when the sergeant turned up, that should have been the basic conversation. You can record there, not in there. That should have been the end of it, really. So these two other detectives, as I said, are absolutely useless. The sergeant did a quick, swift job of what he needed to do. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does help in YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.